7 months in, and an update on our progress.
Welcome to Growing the Seed, the podcast where we document the steps we take to build the Sowing Seed podcast, the business, and the brand. We'll share what works, and we'll share the challenges. Now from the studio in EIEIO, where the only traffic jam is getting behind a tractor on the road, here's your host, Matt Miller.
Looking back at the podcast schedule, I realized that we did not do a month 6 update with everything as crazy as it's been with travel and school ending and all that. We didn't get around to it, so I apologize. So here's month number 7 and where we're at. The traffic and downloads to the podcast continue to grow. In March, we had a little over 1,200, April 1,369, May 1,416, and we've started off the month of June with a good start as well. Some things that we have done to adjust and to continue to drive traffic and continue to tighten up the message. The main thing is we've dropped down the length of the majority of the episodes to below 4 minutes, and in many cases, right around 3 minutes. The goal being that we're providing bite-sized content and bits of information that can be used not only on the podcast itself, but also on the Alexa brief on Amazon. Most of the people that are using those briefings are looking for short bits of information, and so in the attempt to continue to utilize the content in both places, we're continuing to tighten things down time-wise with that purpose. There was one episode, the one from Philadelphia with the cheesesteaks, that was multiple recordings edited together that was about 7 minutes, but otherwise the majority of them are down 4 minutes or less. Another thing that we've done and just started in the last week or week and a half is we've changed up the podcast artwork. Not only the main artwork that you'll see on iTunes or on Spotify, or if you've got a Echo with a screen, an Echo Show, I guess is what it's called. But we have also updated the individual episode artwork based on the content of the episode. So we now have artwork for faith, family, farming, financial freedom, growing seed, and then also the From the Road episodes where I talk about travel, typically on Tuesdays. The reason why I chose to do that was because I know some of you listen or prefer to listen to just specific content, since the podcast in a way is kind of all over the place with the topics that are important to me. So what we've done is we have changed them up artwork wise. The color scheme is also different for each, so that if you're on one of those platforms listening where the episode artwork is visible, you can take a look real easy and see, okay, all of these that are light blue are the From the Road or travel content, and you can just go boom, 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 boom right down the line and hit those if that's what your interest is. If you're looking for the farming side of things, they're more of a rust color with a picture of chickens in the background as an example. So anyway, check out one of the platforms that we're on if you're interested in seeing that new imagery and listening to the show more on based on the individual content or types of content produced. Finally, engaged more and continue to engage more with Instagram, working on using Gary Vaynerchuk's $80 strategy is what he calls it, and just getting more involved in conversations with others who are doing things in the world that Sowing Seed is doing things, following hashtags, that type of thing. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys an update. Month number 7 is what we are into now, and continuing to have a blast doing what we do. Love getting a chance to share, love getting feedback from people and having folks reach out and make comments about individual episodes or the show as a whole. In fact, if you'd love, or if you would have interest in giving us a feel for what it is you like, or don't like, content you'd like more of, or what questions you might have, do me a favor and just send us an email at sowingseedpodcast@gmail.com. Otherwise, we'd love a review on iTunes or on Amazon. If you do a search for Sowing Seed Alexa Brief, you can pull that up and give us a rating on the Amazon.com website as well, which would be a huge help. Appreciate you guys. God bless.
Thanks for listening. Check out our website, sowingseed.net, the Sowing Seed channel on YouTube, and if you got something out of today's podcast, give us a 5-star review on your podcast player of choice. Until next time, go plant the seed you need to succeed.